of the night, asking, "We've got an
unexpected
unexpected baby boy. Do you want him?" They said, "Of course."
My
My
biological mother found out later
that my mother had never graduated from college, and that my father had never graduated from high school.
She
She refused to sign the final adoption papers.
She only
She only relented a few months later when my parents promised that I would go to college. This was the start in my life.
And 17
years later, I'd go to college. But I naively chose a college that was almost as expensive as Stanford, and all of my working class parents' savings were being spent on my college tuition. After 6 months, I couldn't see the value in it. I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, and no idea how college was going to help me figure it out. And here I was, spending all of the money my parents had saved their entire life.
So I decided to drop out and trust that it would all work out okay. It was pretty scary
at the time, but looking back, it was one of the best decisions I ever made.
The minute
I dropped out, I could stop taking the required classes that didn't interest me
and
begin dropping in on the ones that looked far more interesting.
It
It wasn't all romantic. I didn't have a dorm room, so I slept on the floor in friends' rooms.
I returned
I returned Coke bottles for the 5-cent deposit to buy food with, and I walked the 7 miles across town every Sunday night
to get
one good meal a week at the Hare Krishna temple.
I loved it.
And much of what I stumbled into by following my curiosity and intuition turned out to be priceless later on.
Let me give you one example.
Reed College at the time offered perhaps the best calligraphy instruction in the country. Throughout the campus, every poster, every label, and every drawer was beautifully hand calligraphed. Because I had dropped out and didn't have to take the normal classes, I decided to take a calligraphy class to learn how to do this. I learned about serif and sans serif typefaces of the online one between two combinations, about what makes great typography great. It was beautiful, historical, artistically subtle, in a way that science can't capture, and I found it fascinating. None of this had even a hope of any practical application in my life.
But 10
years later,
we were designing the first Macintosh computer.
It all came back to me, and we designed it all into the Mac.
It was the first computer
beautiful typewriter. If I had never dropped in on the single class in college, the Mac would have never had a multiple typefaces or proportional space fonts.
And since Windows
just copied the Mac, it's likely that no personal computer would have them. If I had never dropped out of the personal computers might have the wonderful typography that they do. Of course, it was impossible to connect the dots looking forward when I was in college, but it was very, very clear looking backwards 10 years later. Again, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards. So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something. Your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the wrong path. And that will make a really path. Oh, 졸려. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I love to do early in life. Wasn't I studied after my parents graduated when I was 20. We worked hard, and in 10 years after had gone from just a two-person garage into a $2 billion company with over 4,000 employees. We just released our finest creation, the Macintosh a year earlier, and I just turned 30. And then I got fired. How can you get fired from a company you started? Well, as Apple grew,
we hired someone who I thought was very talented to
run the company with me, and for the first year or so, things went well. But then our visions of the future began to diverge, and eventually we ended up falling out. When we did, our board decided with him, and so at 30, I was out, and very publicly out. What had been the focus of my entire other life was gone, and it was devastating. I really didn't know what to do for a few months. I felt that I let the previous generation of entrepreneurs down, that I dropped the baton as was being passed to me. I met with David Packard and Barnes
and tried to apologize for screwing up so badly.
I was very public failure leader, and I even thought about running away from the party. But something slowly began to dawn on me. I still love what I did. The turn of events at Harper had not changed that one bit. I'd been rejected, but I was still in love. And so I decided to start over. I didn't see it then, but it turned out that getting far from Apple was the best thing that could ever happen to me. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by this bigger. It freed me to enter almost the curious amount during the next 5 years. I started a company another company named Pixar, and fell in love with an amazing woman who became my wife. Pixar wanted to create the world's first computer animation film. And is now the most successful animation studio in the world. In the remarkable turn of events, Apple bought Nest, and I returned to Apple, and the technology we developed in Nest is at the heart of Apple's current renaissance and reunion. I have a wonderful family together. I'm pretty sure none of this would have happened if I hadn't been far from Apple. It was awful tasting medicine, but I guess the patient needed it. Sometimes life's gonna hit you in the head with a brick. Don't lose faith. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I love what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as for your work as it is for your lovers. Your work is gonna fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, and don't settle.
As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. And like any great relationship, it just gets better
and better as the years roll on.
So keep looking,
don't settle.
My third story
is about death.
When I was
17, I read a quote something like, if you live each day as if it was your last, someday you'll most certainly be right.
It made an impression on me, and since then, for the past 33 years, I looked in the mirror every morning and asked myself if today were the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today?
And whenever the answer has been no for too many days in a row,
I know I need to
change something. Remembering that I'll be the soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life.
Because
almost everything, or external expectations, or pride, or fear of embarrassment or failure, these things just fall away in the face of death, leaving only what is truly important. Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trouble of thinking you have something to lose. You are already naked. There is no reason
not to follow your heart.
About a year ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. I had a scan at 7:30 in the morning, and it clearly showed up my pancreas. I didn't even know what a pancreas was. The doctors told me this was almost a type of cancer that is incurable, and that I should expect to live no longer than 36 months.
My doctor advised me
to go home and get my affairs in order, which is doctor's code for prepare to die. It means to try and tell your kids everything. You thought you have the next 10 years to tell them in just a few months. It means to make sure everything is buttoned up so that it will be as easy as possible for your family.
It means to say your goodbyes. I live with that diagnosis
all day.
Later that evening,
I had a biopsy where they stuck an endoscope down my throat, through my stomach and into my intestines, put a needle into my pancreas and got a few cells from the tumor.
I was sedated,
but my wife who was there told me that when they viewed the cells under a microscope,
the doctor started crying
because it turned out to be very rare for
cancer that is curable with surgery. I had the surgery, and thankfully,
I'm fine now.
This was the
This was the closest I've been to facing death, and I hope it's the closest I get for a few more decades. Having lived through it, I can now say this to you with a bit more certainty when death was a useful but purely intellectual concept.
No one
wants to die.
Even people
Even
who want
people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there.
And yet,
that is the destination we all share.
No one has ever escaped it.
No one has ever escaped it, and that is as it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's a life-changing agent. It clears out the ultimate way for the new.
Right now, the new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become the old and be cleared away. Sorry to be so
dramatic, but it's quite true.
Your time is limited,
so don't waste it living someone else's life.
Don't be trapped by dogma,
which is living with the results of other people's thinking.
Don't let the noise of
others
drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become. Everything else
is secondary.
When I was young,
there was an amazing publication called the Whole Earth Catalog,
which was one of the Bibles of my generation.
It was created by a fellow named Stuart Brand,
not far from
here in Menlo
and
Park,
he brought it to life
with his poetic touch.
This was in the late 60s,
This was in the late
personal
60s
computers and
before
desktop
personal
publishing.
computers and
So
desktop
it was all
publishing, so it was
made
all made with typewriters, scissors, and Polaroid cameras.
It was sort of like
Google in paper film 35 years before Google came along.
It was idealistic, overflowing with neat tools and great notions. Stuart and his team put out several issues of the Whole Earth
Catalog.
And then when it had run its course, they put out a final issue. It was the mid-1970s, and I was your age. On the back cover of their final issue was a photograph of an early morning country road, the kind you might find yourself hitchhiking on if you were so adventurous. Beneath it were the words, "Stay hungry, stay foolish." It was their farewell message as they signed off. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
And I've always wished that for myself.
And
now, as you graduate to visit on you, I wish that for you.
Stay
hungry, stay foolish. Thank you all very much. Really tired.
Stay hungry, stay foolish.
I don't know why my condition is like this. Let me think. First of all, it's just because my sleeping time is a little bit less than my body wants. I usually sleep. My sleep time is around 6 hours. That's because it is not my intention. Or after 7 hours slept, I get up naturally. So I would be better to expand my sleeping time. It makes me really tired. Not good. Anyway, now 7:27, so I have 1 hour left before go to work, so let me do my thing. Wow, not good. Anyway, I did my English study. I'm proud of myself. I will do today and tomorrow again. Let's go.